Japanese SUVs are supposed to be the safe bet, but for 2026, some of them are turning into money pits, while others are still the kind of SUV you can drive for 10 plus years with basic maintenance. Today, we're breaking down three of the best Japanese SUVs you can buy and three of the worst that could wreck your budget and your sanity. One of them is such a reliability star that used prices are almost ridiculous, so stick around for that. And quick reminder, before you step into any dealership, run a free price check at quotes.everymandriver.com. It's a free search tool thousands of people use every day to see real dealer offers in their zip code, and it can easily save you hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on the exact same SUV. All right, let's start with the three worst Japanese SUVs to buy in 2026. The first one on the worst side of the list, at number 3, is the Nissan Rogue. On paper, the Nissan Rogue looks like a smart buy. Good size, good features, decent fuel economy, and plenty of them on the lot with big discounts. But the big red flag is something longtime viewers already know. Nissan's CVT automatic transmissions have a history of trouble. In the real world, that's shown up as jerking, slipping, shuddering, and in some cases full transmission failures way earlier than you'd expect. Owners have described sudden loss of power when trying to merge, weird surging or hesitation at highway speeds, and transmission replacements at mileages where most SUVs are just getting broken in. Those repairs are not cheap, and they can easily wipe out any deal you thought you were getting up front. Beyond the CVT, the Rogue has also had its share of electrical and infotainment issues. Screens freeze, software gets glitchy, and climate controls act up. All of that just adds to ownership frustration. So if you're looking at a 2026 Rogue because the payment looks attractive, you have to ask yourself, am I saving money or just buying someone else's engineering problem? Before you sign anything, plug your zip into quotes.everymandriver.com and compare real offers on alternatives like a Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. If the Rogue is cheaper, at least you'll know exactly what you're trading off. Next up, at number 2 on the worst list, is the Infiniti QX50. Think of the Infiniti QX50 as the luxury version of Nissan's problems, but with a higher price tag. Underneath the upscale styling and plush interior, you've still got a CVT transmission that shares the same basic weaknesses: complex internals, sensitive components, and a track record of very expensive failures when things go wrong. On top of that, Infiniti added a variable compression turbo engine that looks amazing in the brochure, but in the real world brings more complexity, more sensors, and more potential points of failure. When something in that system acts up, you're usually locked into dealer-only diagnostics and repair, and the bill definitely reflects it. Inside, the QX50 is loaded with high-end electronics, dual screens, layered menus, and a lot of software talking to a lot of hardware. When it all works, it's impressive. When it doesn't, owners report frozen screens, laggy responses, and systems that need full module replacement instead of a quick fix. So with the 2026 QX50, the problem isn't that it's miserable to drive. The problem is that you're paying luxury money for a platform that doesn't inspire luxury level confidence over 8 to 10 years of ownership. If you want a Japanese luxury SUV that behaves like a long-term luxury product, you're usually better off cross-shopping something like a Lexus or even a well-equipped Acura, then seeing where the numbers actually land at quotes.everymandriver.com. At number 1 on the do not buy side of this list is the Mitsubishi Outlander. The Mitsubishi Outlander has struggled for years with across-the-board reliability issues, engine problems, CVT headaches, electrical gremlins, and interior quality that wears out fast. The CVT is a major repeat offender here as well. Owners report shuddering and slipping when accelerating, hesitation from a stop, and CVT failures that require full replacement instead of a simple repair. That alone would be a concern, but it's only part of the story. There are also electrical issues with climate control, infotainment, and driver assist features. Safety systems throw false alerts or don't intervene when they should. Interior trim and materials start to squeak, rattle, and wear out sooner than they should. All of that adds up to an SUV that feels old and tired long before you've paid it off. So even if you see a 2026 Outlander with big rebates, you have to remember a low purchase price doesn't mean low cost of ownership. Between repairs, downtime, and weak resale value, the so called bargain can evaporate fast. If the Outlander is on your list, run it side by side with other Japanese SUVs on quotes.everymandriver.com and see whether the out the door price really justifies the risk. All right, let's flip the script and talk about the three Japanese SUVs that still live up to the hype. At number 3 on the best list is the Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V is one of those SUVs that doesn't scream for attention. It just quietly does everything right. Honda has built the CR-V around long-term durability first and clever features second, with smooth, efficient engines instead of overly aggressive tuning, and a transmission setup that's tuned for longevity, not lap times. In daily driving, that means the powertrain feels calm and predictable, the ride is comfortable enough for long trips, and the cabin is set up to actually haul people, kids, and cargo without drama. Honda also has a reputation for smart packaging, and the CR-V is a perfect example of that. A big back seat, a versatile cargo area, and controls that are easy to reach and understand. So if you want a 2026 compact SUV that you can buy, maintain, and keep for a decade, the CR-V is absolutely still one of the best Japanese choices out there. Use it as a benchmark. Pull pricing on a 2026 CR-V at quotes.everymandriver.com, then stack it up against similar Japanese SUVs and see how the numbers fall. At number 2 is the Subaru Outback. The Subaru Outback sits in this interesting middle ground between a wagon and an SUV, and that's exactly why so many owners love it. You get standard, symmetrical all-wheel drive across the lineup, a boxer engine layout that's inherently smooth and capable of big mileage when maintained, and ground clearance plus underbody protection that let you tackle rough roads, gravel, snow, and light trails without flinching. In the real world, that translates to a vehicle that feels stable and planted in bad weather, carries a ton of cargo with a low, easy load-in height, and still rides and handles more like a car than a bulky SUV. The Outback has also built a track record for long life when owners keep up on routine maintenance. It's not trying to be flashy or hyper-complicated. Subaru's whole approach here is proven tech and conservative engineering. So if you live where it snows, you love road trips, or you just want something that can handle real-world abuse without constantly braking, a 2026 Outback belongs high on your list. Again, do the smart thing. Check quotes.everymandriver.com for Outback pricing in your area, then compare it to the usual compact crossovers. Sometimes the Outback actually comes out ahead on both capability and real-world cost. At number 1 on the best list for 2026 is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota has been refining hybrid tech for decades, and the RAV4 Hybrid is where all of that experience really pays off. You're getting a hybrid system with fewer traditional transmission parts to fail, electric assist that gives you strong low-end torque for city driving and merging, and excellent real-world fuel economy, often into the 40 miles per gallon range in mixed driving. And the key point is this: the hybrid system is not experimental anymore. It's mature technology that's been used in millions of vehicles worldwide. Owners love that the RAV4 Hybrid is efficient without feeling slow, easy to live with in all weather, especially with available all-wheel drive, and extremely strong on resale value because used buyers specifically hunt for it. If your priorities are reliability, fuel savings, and everyday usability, it's really hard to argue against a 2026 RAV4 Hybrid. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Before you buy anything else on this list, run a free price check on a RAV4 Hybrid at quotes.everymandriver.com and see what kind of deals are actually out there. So here's the big picture heading into 2026. A Japanese badge does not automatically equal reliability anymore. Some models are still rock solid, others are quietly building a reputation for expensive failures. The best Japanese SUVs like the RAV4 Hybrid, the Outback, and the CR-V earn their reputation with strong long-term performance and owner satisfaction. The worst, like the Rogue, the QX50, and the Outlander, show why you can't just trust the logo. You have to look at the specific model, the powertrain, and the reliability record. And remember, the sticker price is just the opening bid. What really matters is what dealers are actually willing to sell these SUVs for. Before you buy, shortlist 2 or 3 SUVs that fit your life. Then go to quotes.everymandriver.com and pull real quotes for each one in your zip code. Compare the actual offers, not just the monthly payment and not just the marketing hype. You'll see really quickly which SUVs are worth paying for and which ones are just coasting on old reputations. Now I want to hear from you. What's been your experience with Japanese SUVs? Did yours live up to the reliability hype, or did it let you down? Drop your story in the comments. It might save somebody else a lot of money and a lot of headaches. And if this helped you avoid a bad buy, click subscribe. It really helps, supports this channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
You can save $50 right now on the Nuvio Recovery Chiller. It works with any tub, bathtub, cold tub, indoors or out. Just plug it in, set the temperature, and start plunging. Use my code below and grab your deal today. One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.